finding that?
Tell Amazon to play it.
Play some Limp Bizkit as you're driving down Wayne Avenue.
Yeah.
Past the Sunoco every year, baby.
They're supposed to play there every year.
It's an 8-year-old joke at this point.
It's still good.
I love it.
And it's so good because they're mad about it. That's why it's so good.
No, it's so good, too, because even Limp Bizkit fucking responded to it the year one.
And they were like, we're not fucking going to Sunoco, you idiots.
I don't care what everybody says.
He's so broke at this point, he might.
He's broke?
Well, I don't know, but I haven't heard shit from him.
I don't know what he's doing these days. Probably touring. He's probably his own Limp Bizkit cover band.
Well, they had a new album, I think, like 2 years ago. It was like Bright Pink. I never did listen to it. I kind of want to listen to it now.
Did he put out an album too?
2021? No way.
Well, that's just Gold Cobra 2011.
Oh, okay.
The pink one was his greatest hits.
Oh, I see.
So, like, maybe 6 songs?
Yeah. No.
Come on, Faith is a good cover. You gotta have
Like the entire hot dog, chocolate starfish and hot dog flavor water album is a greatest hits.
Oh, yeah.
$3 bill, y'all. Significant other. Results may vary.
So many good songs.
Great album.
Being a smart ass.
I love them.
I do too. I do like Limp
So
Bizkit.
douchey. They're amazing.
He's like your typical frat boy.
As of
Yeah.
2021,
Yeah, the
an
red
album
backwards
remains in development hell with no release date set.
That's
Guitar,
funny.
Wes Borland has already completed writing and performing the guitars for the record, but stated in late 2017 that frontman Fred Durst is still working on his parts.
Just write some tunes, bro. Come on.
All you gotta do is say, "Oh, what?"
Yeah. Say some weird shit. Taking me to the Afro Bridge.
To the Matthews Bridge.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Did it all for the nookie. Yeah, the nookie. Yeah.
So you could take the cookie and stick it up your yeah. The Cookie Monster should redo that song.
They did.
Oh.
I did it all for the cookie. The cookie, yum. The cookie, yum.
Oh, I do remember. I recall now. Yeah, I've heard it. And it's gold. Solid gold.
It's amazing. So welcome to the show. Do we have a point? We're just reminiscing on Limp Bizkit and the great times of the late 90s, early 2000s.
So
It still
good.
only seemed like 10 years ago.
Gosh.
Okay, it's
Linkin
okay.
Park, Limp Bizkit,
Chevelle.
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah,
she's
why
part
not?
of it. Yeah.
not?
Why
Why
not?
not?
Yeah. This is good. It's good stuff.
So yeah, I'm Brad,
Daniel here as always.
Samantha.
and we are Do We Have a Point? The podcast that never gets to a point.
I think we have on a few.
We've made some points,
We have made some points.
but
yeah.
did we really have them? Is the question.
I'm going to go with no.
We collect them in a bucket.
The fuck it bucket?
In the fuck it bucket?
Gotta catch them all.
Can we have a fuck it bucket?
Fuck yeah, we can have a fuck it bucket.
Let's write down a bunch of topics, and when we get brain fog, we'll reach into the fuck it bucket.
We can have a
For a
fucking
topic.
Oh,
wheel spin.
this needs to happen.
That would be great.
Yes.
Fuck it. Reach in the bucket.
I got the.
And it's an anything goes,
Yeah,
I got a wheel.
I'm in.
regardless.
An online wheel that's got stuff on there. Let's talk about hot shit.
Well, I kind of like the sound of
Hot
a fuck
shit.
it bucket instead of a fuck it wheel.
Yeah.
Just keep spinning
That's
this
my
motherfucker.
ring.
Yeah, turn that off.
Can I hear the ding 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 ding
I
ding
can-
ding
I can do it
ding,
again.
ding, ding, ding.
I mean,
I'll fucking do it again.
I'll fucking do it again too.
They can't hear it, but we can.
it's annoying.
Clickety-click.
It is
Like-
pretty
like-
annoying.
Clackety, clackety, clack, clack.
It reminds me of almost like Space Invaders when you're killing the
Oh yeah.
ships.
Choo, 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 choo.
Pew pew pew. Pew pew.
So what's on the
Pew.
docket for today's episode, Daniel?
On the docket for today, I thought
I
that
like how
we
he
would.
just automatically goes to you. Like, all right.
Well, I've got a. I think it's a pretty good topic, and it's about freedom of speech and the internet, how it's changed now.
The deep dark
Oh,
webs.
it has changed for sure.
Because you can spread disinformation online.
Do
You
people
can
believe
talk shit
memes?
about people online. I was listening to a podcast today, as I always do, all the podcasts, and there was this old guy. He used to work with this crazy broad, and I don't know how they had a falling out, but they had a falling out. This lady is just a troll, epic troll. It's completely legal to be an epic troll. You can just troll people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And so she goes on there and slanders him. And he's like, okay, maybe this will just go away. She'll just go away. I know she's crazy, whatever. And then she starts attacking his family and making claims that his son is a pedophile and that this guy and the father like rapes people and goes and masturbates in front of people's windows around the neighborhood. Just all sorts of
Whoa.
these outlandish things, right?
Cool.
And so he gets on, like, he educates himself. He gets on, it's Python is the HTML writing thing.
Yeah, it's a code language, yes.
He uses this code language. I don't fully understand it, but he goes and uses some algorithm. He finds all of her posts and like starts just labeling them and like downloading them and making his case.
Okay.
Like he's like into it
Yeah.
because he's like trying to make her stop. He's like, you're ruining my family, calling my son a pedophile. He's not, and I'm not jacking off in front of people's houses. And
not?
so somebody at the New York Times gets a hold of what's going on. And so she gets this lady on the phone and is like, bitch, why you crazy? And this bitch is like, no, I'm not crazy. And then like they're on the phone for like 2 hours apparently and not getting anywhere. So the conversation ends. The crazy lady starts attacking this New York
The
Times reporter and starts saying that she fucked her way to the top and just all these crazy things, right?
Okay.
Then there's a lawsuit and
Slander.
finally they pin her on these like minuscule things and put her in jail, but she's not going to be in there for very long.
Slap on the wrist stuff.
And they're going to bring her back out. She's going to do the same thing. So, I mean, it's freedom of speech. She's allowed to do it, but it's so messed up. Like you're ruining lives with your words.
Yeah, you're allowed to say whatever you want, but whatever you say may have consequences, and you are not free from that.
We have a prime example of that.
What, me getting booted off Facebook every other month?
No.
Oh.
The April Fool's Day prank at Navistar.
Oh, yeah.
What's that?
That lady's facing a minimum of a year in jail.
Explain it to me. I don't know.
She texted her sister a April Fool's joke and said that there was an active shooter at her plant at Navistar.
Okay, that is causing a
And
panic, and that
the
is
sister
not allowed.
Did not follow up with her because in case she was hiding, she didn't want her phone to go off or whatever and alert the shooter to where her location was. So she called 911. Well, 911 rolled in with cops from several different cities and localities and locations and SWAT, FBI, and all kinds of other shit. And this lady got arrested just by texting her sister an April Fool's joke, which,
It's
you know,
serious.
it's not something to joke about.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, oh my God, I really hope I don't get in trouble. And she did because she got her
Yeah.
sister back from last year because her sister texted her and told her that, hey, your husband's been in a car accident and you need to get to the hospital.
Yeah, they're on a
This-
whole
Yeah,
nother
that's a
Yeah,
whole-
this
it's a whole different
family
level.
goes wild.
But yeah, that woman is in trouble.
Gosh.
She's been suspended, if not fired.
Oh, she's definitely fired.
And yeah, she's in some deep shit. And
Wait,
I
wait,
read
wait, wait,
today
wait.
on the
Who
news
got fired? The
the
woman that
Navistar lady that
the
texted
woman that-
the sister
Oh,
that
that
said
texted.
active shooter. Yes.
that said active shooter. Yeah, and
they were both
she's-
working together.
No, No, the sister works here, or the one lady works here, but she texted her sister, who works I don't know
Somewhere
where,
else.
and said there's an active shooter. And the sister freaks out and calls 911.
Where is here? Hold on.
Okay,
It
The
doesn't
sister
matter
works-
where.
You go to work and you text me saying there's an active shooter. Instead of me texting you back, I just call the police.
Right.
That's what's happening.
Right. So
But
you,
his job
okay,
doesn't
I
matter.
texted you, active shooter, you call the police, you get fired?
No, you get fired.
I get fired from my company.
Correct.
Okay.
For inciting the,
Yes.
inciting the
Okay.
panic,
Yeah,
wasting
resources,
government money, and all that stuff.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in
Okay.
deep shit.
Well, yeah.
And
yeah.
what I read today on the news is, I think she's at minimum a year in prison, at the very minimum.
Damn.
For an April Fool's prank gone
That
wrong.
is,
It reminds me of the Reddit post today. I fucked up by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, like I said,
that's an example.
she could say
A
that all
year
she
for a
wants.
text, that's an example.
Yeah.
She's free to say that, but she's not free from the consequence of that action.
Well, things like that, like inciting a panic and things like that. I mean,
right.
what the lady that was talking about this guy is a pedophile. That's
Yeah.
absolutely, you can do that.
You can, but it also falls under the lawsuits for slander.
She can never get busted on it. Because the guy, this has all happened in Canada, by the way.
Well, they might not have the same laws
yeah,
and regulations
maybe.
we do.
Maybe. But the cop said there's nothing we can do about it. She can continue to talk shit.
I mean,
See,
Trump used to sue reporters and journalists for saying that he wasn't as rich as he claimed he was. Like, Trump is not really a billionaire. He's worth this much, but cash on
Yeah.
hand, he is not a billionaire, and he would sue them.
Well,
For slander
and that's how this
gag
lady
orders.
finally got into jail, because she was slandering a New York Times reporter,
yeah.
and she's
Ah.
got clout.
You crossed the
Yes.
boundary.
So as long as you have clout, if you
Yep.
have a name, then you can do something about it.
No, you can do it. You can still
But
do it on the
if
local level. She
you,
just crossed the
like,
border.
Like if
She
I
went
was
from Canada
talking
to the United States.
huh?
She went from Canada to the United States as far as speaking.
That, I mean, that could be a thing.
And you just slandered me. Now I could sue you up by our laws because that's
Is
slander.
that the thing? I don't know.
I'm sure that's
It
probably how
could
that worked
be.
out.
I know that there have been a lot of people in the States who have gotten in trouble for cyberbullying online cyberbullying, but yeah.
Yeah.
And there was this one, and I remember it well, is this one girl got in trouble. The family sued her because she was dating this kid, and he committed suicide. And he didn't want to go through it. And he was talking to her saying, I don't
Oh,
really
yeah,
want to
I
do this.
listened to
and
it. Yeah.
She talked
yeah,
I know
about
all
and
about
she
it.
talked him into it.
And he got out of the car as he was asphyxiating on the exhaust fumes from a generator.
And she
talked him
talked
back
him back
into going
into
into
the truck. He died, and they found the text messages because she posted even before his death that, I feel so alone now, he's gone, and blah, 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 instead of trying to help him or call someone that could. And the bitch only got fucking probation out of it.
Yeah.
That should have been maybe not so much murder one or anything, but manslaughter or something.
Involuntary or...
No, it was voluntary.
Well,
she,
yeah, that...
she coerced him in there, but more like a manslaughter instead of
It was definitely premeditated.
yeah.
She also put together a fundraising baseball team
Yeah,
for
she
him.
did. She put fundraisers and memorials and all kinds of bullshit.
But you wanted him dead.
She
she
wanted the
wanted the
attention.
Yeah,
attention.
the notoriety and the attention.
Fucking attention whore.
But as far as like the internet, yeah, it's more onto the internet side where people get pissed off that you can't say what you want. Facebook censoring, Twitter is censoring stuff. Like that. It's like, well, they are still a private company and they have their rules. Just like at work, you can't just tell a customer to go fuck themselves. You're going to get fired.
Well, yeah. Do you guys remember the movie Mean Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with it like most women
Well,
are, but
no, I'm not either. But the premise of the movie was about cyberbullying and everything else too. It's kind of like, well, that was out a little bit before its time, but it's true. It's very true, and that's one of the main reasons that Haley doesn't have social media.
nothing, not even a Facebook, nothing. She watches TikToks now and then. That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's completely off social media because of the cyberbullying and stuff like that. She's like, yeah, I'm not.
What about misinformation? Like if I go online
memes.
and I spread stupid memes or I say anything that's false,
Anything on
Yeah.
Facebook is true.
And it kills me that people will fucking believe a meme.
should that be regulated?
No,
No.
because I can make a meme, you can make a meme. We could have the same background picture, say different things. People that you're friends with might believe it. People I'm friends with might believe what I have to say. And
Here's my
how are you going to
thing.
regulate that?
Here's my thing on it. I can say a few words, and I can say, I saw Brad fuck a chicken the
Gotta
other
cut its
day.
head off first. It gets really wild.
Oh my God.
That'll spread a lot faster. He's going to use a lot more words trying to clear his name.
Oh yeah, because
I'll
once
probably
you
just
sow
go
that
with it,
seed of
actually.
doubt,
Exactly.
somebody's going
That's my
to run
point.
with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
every time.
Because the burden of proof now falls on the...
So should that be
Accused,
regulated?
not
Like, because I can
accuser.
say all sorts of shit about a lot of people.
Oh,
They're going to have to
yeah.
use so much more energy to try to get themselves back to just normal.
Uh-huh.
And there's still going to be that, that rumor around that I had spread.
I am a huge believer in the pics or it didn't happen type of aspect of things.
That's one person.
Show me.
Well,
Fucking show me.
That goes back to Marilyn Manson. He's stuck for the rest of his life with that rumor that he took a
I
rib
still
out.
think
Yeah.
that he sucked his own. He did. He fucking did it.
But I
But
don't
that
know.
stigma sticks with you.
But I don't know
Yeah.
how you would regulate that.
You don't.
I don't
But
think
it
you
had-
could.
But as far as Facebook has gone, it's gone from trying to get rid of the disinformation to the point where it
It
flags
is.
memes that are obvious fucking jokes.
Yeah.
Like if I put up a meme that, well, I can't use that analogy because most people still believe Biden's in control of the goddamn gas prices. But if in a perfect world, I could put up a meme a meme that says gas prices went up 5 cents because Biden tripped and fell on the stairs. Ha ha ha! It's a joke, but Facebook.
A lot of people would run with it.
Some people would run with it, but right now it's gotten so bad with the misinformation that what I just said would be like an obvious joke, but it goes, nope, that's misinformation. They flag it and they'll take it down. And it's like, but that one was for humor. That was not me trying to convince somebody else that
Yeah.
what I'm saying is true.
I think the whole culture has shifted to one, you are now guilty until proven innocent.
That's pretty much always been the case, really.
But
It's just gotten
it's
bigger
even
and more
worse.
now.
Yeah. And a lot of the whole somebody else's, I guess, opinion is being taken as fact. And it's not a fact. And
Oh, yeah,
you
I was
cannot
at the rally.
Yeah, and
I
you
saw
can't
it.
get these people to really believe that. And it doesn't matter. I could tell you the sky is blue. And someone could
Fucking
post,
green.
oh, it's purple today. Oh, well, the sky's purple.
It's 7:30 in the morning.
Fucking
No shit, it's
idiot.
purple.
Yeah. And it's all about perspective and time of day, obviously. And I don't know.
What if you perceive the color of the sky differently?
What if you're
than
fucking
me?
colorblind?
What if I look at the sky and I see the color blue, but you define the color blue differently in your mind? How can you prove you're seeing the same color that I am seeing?
Oh, I fully believe that you believe that.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I have to believe it,
What
but I believe that you believe it.
you look at that color, and that color is different. Like I say, that color is black, and you say the color is black, but I see it different shade or a different. That
Oh,
could be.
what kind
I
of
could
black?
look like purple to me, but it's not. You know what I mean? You follow
Yeah.
what I'm putting down?
I
Yeah.
have a hard
Yeah.
time.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
I have a hard time distinguishing navy and black. And I'll look at something, I'm like, ooh, that's black. And he's like, are you fucking
I'm like, you're
nuts?
fucking colorblind. That's obviously blue.
Yeah. Like, well, shit, maybe it is blue.
And there are those colors that are like that dark purple, dark blue, and black all next to each other. You're like, oh, shit.
Saying it's all perception.
I think a lot of
It's
it is
all
perception, yes.
and that's why those people they believe what they do wholeheartedly because they perceive the world in this way that is different than other people see it. And they're stubborn as hell.
Oh,
And
yeah,
that's just
they
what
will
it is.
argue with you even when proven that it's wrong.
Like, I still don't feel that way.
Well, you don't have to feel that way, but this is the fact.
Oh, you're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody's denying that you're not allowed to be wrong.
And then they don't even admit to, oh, okay. Well, yeah,
I think
was
that's
wrong.
also a problem because people are afraid to be wrong.
I'm not. If I'm wrong, I will fucking say, oh, shit, I was wrong.
Oh, yeah,
My
but
bad.
once again, that's one person. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people
Yeah.
argue
Oh,
until they're
yeah.
blue in the face and they know
Self-accountability.
they're wrong,
Absolutely.
but they're not. They will
Yeah.
I get
refuse.
accused of that a lot, but I'm also like, show me that I'm wrong. I'm 99.9% sure in my researches and studies and what my belief is, I'm going to argue my side of the point. I am fully open and willing to listen to your side. And if what you're saying is contradicting what I'm saying, okay, cool. I still believe it's this. Show me. And if you are in fact right, oh shit, my bad.
Right.
I could have swore to God it was this. This is what I was led to believe. This is what
Oh,
I read.
That's, yeah.
Yeah, and that's been me. And I've gone to him about something. He's like, no. I'm like, no, yes. And explain my side of thing. And he's like, no. And he'll pull it up and show me. I'm like, oh, fuck. Yeah, you're right.
I'm
It's
mostly
humility.
right,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's humility. Have some self accountability. If you're wrong, you're wrong. Just own that shit. There's nothing wrong with being wrong unless you're being wrong as an asshole about it.
Well, I can be an asshole, but I mean, when I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But there are several, like you said, out there who, even when they're wrong, they're still right. And
Jenny
that's-
McCarthy,
That's an issue.
Wrong.
you fucking wrong bitch.
What are we talking about?
Jenny McCarthy, the fucking
About what? The anti-vaxxing stuff?
vaccinations cause autisms and all. It's like, here's 1,000 reports that came out since yesterday that say no, there is zero link.
But
It's
there are
still
so
out
many
there.
people who believe that.
And it all started. I watched wasn't Stephen Colbert. It was John Oliver. There's like an hour special on vaccines, and it all stemmed from this one dude who said that there was aluminum in there, which there was aluminum in there, but he linked aluminum in the vaccines to cause autism, and it was all made up bullshit, and it was immediately debunked. All of these scholars were like, no, that's
Yeah.
not right. But it fucking just took steam. And
Oh, yeah.
people keep holding on to that, and they, every time it comes up in conversation, they go, "Oh yeah, but what about this?"
It's like the snowball down the hill effect. You start with a tiny little ass snowball, and by the time it gets to the bottom of the hill, it's fucking huge.
Yeah, happens all the time. Especially if you go into any of the QAnon type people, and you're just like, "Oh, you're still talking about that and believing that and trying to put that off as truth when that's been proven wrong 1,000 times."
And that's the thing that kills me is somebody will see something on Facebook, take it for face value, and believe it wholeheartedly, 100%.
They tell everybody at
And-
work, "Oh, this is what I
And
heard."
they tell everybody, and they don't even do any research.
how many times have I been wrong on this podcast?
17 times.
A lot, probably.
In the last
counted.
10 minutes.
And-
I mean, it's... No, just kidding.
And I'll be like, Brad, look it up. And he'll be like, no. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's just what it is. That's how you converse. Like, you can
Yeah.
be wrong sometimes.
It's okay.
And all the
Well,
time,
and-
I'm wrong. And I know I'm wrong
As long
sometimes.
as you
And-
learn from
I
it.
listen to a lot of things all throughout the day. I mix some shit up. It's fine.
Yeah, especially when you're studying like one topic and you're getting like multiple inputs of it, you're gonna get some shit crossed sometimes.
Yeah. Like, we just did the whole thing with Roger Stone and Oliver Stone.
As
I
president,
fucking-
throw Sharon Stone in there.
Yeah, I was just throwing stones in there. But yeah,
Part
I
of
was,
my last name could have been in that, but
Oh, Samantha Stone cipher.
yeah.
Stone.
So yeah, it's okay to be wrong. Admit you're wrong, and just learn from it and move on. But as far as the censorship goes, they are private businesses. They're allowed to have their own terms of services, and they are allowed to update them whenever they feel fucking special. But it is Facebook's. That's their platform. If they want to not have that, then they won't have that.
Yeah, that's how I feel about
Same
it
thing
too.
with Twitter. Same thing with whatever that Republican one that everybody ran to, and then they got pissed off that they got shut down for extreme
Oh yeah,
misinformation.
I forget what that was.
What was that one that everybody fucking made that mass exodus from Facebook to go to? All the Trump
MeWe or no, it was
With a
shut
P?
down.
Yeah,
It was
red.
no, it
it
was
was a P.
it is a P.
Parlor.
Parlor.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like then they got shut the fuck down because all the other companies were like, we don't support you, and that was their right. Apple was like, no, we're not going to support your app. So that if you had an Apple phone, you couldn't get the app to get on Parlor.
How do you feel about it? Was mostly during that whole raid of misinformation and like censorship, we'll say, that it was mostly conservatives that were being censored.
Because unfortunately, that's where a lot of the misinformation shit was coming from. That really led to the crackdown of every time somebody posted a meme, there's that little gray cover on there that says, this post is false information. Click here to see why.
Oh, the fact finders.
The fact checkers.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that. All the Republicans hate. And I hate it too. And I'm not even a fucking Republican because it's like, just let them post their shit.
Yeah.
But they're the ones that were spreading so much bullshit, especially with the QAnon conspiracy thing started gaining speed. And they're blaming all this stuff on the wrong thing or got all their information completely wrong and they're pushing it off as truth. And Facebook's like, no, we're not having this.
There was this this justice back in the 40s, and he was working on some case. I don't remember what it was, but he gave us this saying. It's the market of thoughts, and that's free speech, and that no one should be limited on their speech because you can always argue. Everyone should be able to talk and have their own voice.
Right.
Whether it's bullshit, whether it's that there's lizard people that are pedophiles eating pizza at a fucking parlor in DC.
And drinking children's blood.
And doing all of that. Like, you can just talk to them. And that was his point. That was prior to the internet. That was in the 40s. That was
right.
WW2. So it's a lot different. Should that be just added on to or changed in a way?
No, because that's still everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Well, they are. And that's another problem is if you and I don't agree, we can have a discussion about it and still be friends tomorrow.
Yes.
But
yeah.
a lot of people may have a different opinion and will unfriend you and not talk to you and completely write you off because I don't agree with how you think. Yeah, well, fuck you. I don't have to. And it's fucking ridiculous, in my opinion. Just because you and I do not agree, that doesn't mean we're not friends. I will still love you tomorrow.
I'm an atheist. She's a Christian. We got married knowing that.
Yeah.
It's okay to have difference in beliefs and opinions.
He doesn't push his shit on me. I don't push my shit on him. And we do talk about it.
Yeah.
But we're not, we disagree on it.
But
that doesn't mean that I'm not going to feel any different about him. And that's with anything.
Right, yeah.
You could support fucking, I don't know.
Abortions.
Little people are obsessed with the color of purple. I don't care.
I'd say they're more green.
And I could say
Leprechauns,
or whatever, but
the Lollipop Guild.
That's cut this out because I lost my whole shit.
Oh, redheads have no souls. Go on that one.
Well, I can't because I'm a redhead and I really kind of,
She thinks she does. So
no,
and she's wrong. She's allowed to be
can
wrong in her opinion.
It's fine. It's okay. We'll
Look,
still be
I'm
friends.
not going to say that we're not more bitchy. I think that
Definitely
every redhead I have ever met is a little more bitchy and
more firecracky.
Yeah, more quick to snap.
Listen here, motherfucker.
attitude-ish. I mean,
Snap,
I can
snap.
be like
Triple
there
Thanos
went-
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just killed like everybody. Snap 3 times. But it's, I don't know. You and I don't have to agree about something and we can still be friends. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
But there are so many people who are so quick to, oh, you don't agree with me and my way of thinking? Well, fuck you.
how can you connect that to free speech and censorship?
If
'Cause
you
that's
and
part of
because if,
You're just
You're
expanding
telling
on that
me-
everybody should be able to say shit.
well,
Everything they
no,
want.
no.
That's your point.
Think
No?
about it. You should have the ability and right of your free speech and your thoughts to get them out to me, to make me, or to help me
No,
try
I
and see your
completely
points. But if I'm those
understand.
who, no, it's my way, this is how it should be, I'm going to cut you off and stop you at every single step of the way and not let you get all your stuff out. Where does your speech go?
Well, with the internet, I can say whatever the hell I want in long form.
Yes.
So it's a little different. Like, you won't cut me off because I'm going to say all the shit I want.
Yeah, there's you can't.
You can
interrupt.
read it or you can't read it. You know, it's
Either
fine.
ban or not, but there's no interrupting.
Yeah. I just don't know where it connects with the freedom of speech.
Because the person who says, if you don't believe what I believe, then fuck you, and they shut you out, they're censoring you
Yeah.
from saying what you want to say.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it ties in that way.
Yeah.
And I
But
don't
a
think
lot of-
that's right.
People are always confusing opinions.
So you're saying people are too fucking hot-headed right now and
Oh, yeah.
arguing, and that
It's
needs to calm
not
down.
listening.
It's even worse. I mean, it was bad a few years ago, and it's even worse now.
Oh yeah,
For sure.
people
And
are confusing opinions with facts, and that's the misinformation. That's what led us to what Facebook and Twitter and Instagram are doing. It's don't be a dick.
Yeah, just be kind.
I have
Be
some
like Bob Ross.
I have some family that are extreme left. I have some that are extreme right. I don't agree with either one of them or any of them, but that doesn't mean that we still can't be family and I'm not, or that I'm going to stop talking to you. I'm still going to talk to you.
Yeah. I mean, we've gone down this path where, like, it's, I mean, yeah, it accept everybody for sure, but I think we're, like, leaning off of the censorship thing. We're just going towards accepting people who talk shit. So I guess that ties in.
It's all tied
I-
together.
Yeah.
It's just different facets of the same topic.
Okay, so censorship. Think about media. Media tells you what they want you to hear and not everything that there is. You think that they're censoring themselves or censoring it for your benefit or their benefit, or
Agendas.
what do you think?
There's a fun thing that I listened to a little bit ago. I'll fuck this up, but there's back in the 50s, there was this rule that said any media organization had to tell both sides of the story no matter what.
Correct.
And then that got taken away 80s, I think, and you can say whatever you want. So it lifted that restriction off. You could be CNN, you could be Fox News, you could be, all
MSNBC, whoever, yeah.
far left MSNBC. Yeah, you could do anything like that, but it was more structured back in the day, and then they lifted those regulations.
Right. Because there's
Should that be back on? Like,
I
think
should they
so.
tell both fucking sides of the story?
I really think so, because that's the opinion of one person.
do we need 10 24-hour news channels that talk to their
No.
own sides?
We need Walter Cronkite to just
And
fucking
that's the way
say
it was.
the news, and that's it. He has no opinion. He is fucking monotone, and he just tells you what
Today in
happened.
New York City,
Yeah, there's no
a
these
meteor struck.
discussions and like, oh, now we've got Julian from New York, and she's like, fuck that shit. And then we got Billy from Montana, and he's like, fuck that cunt. Yeah, and they just fucking fuck. It's all
No.
reality TV. It's not the news. Just give me the news.
That's why, like,
Let me
now
know what's going on. I don't need your fucking opinion.
I'm all about debates,
But-
but it needs to be a structured.
I want the news, and I want to debate y'all. I don't want to watch the debates because fuck their opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it a second ago. The classic joke, like Obama seen drinking Coke. MSNBC says, "Oh, Obama enjoys a cold, refreshing Coke." Fox News says Obama wages war on Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's like, see, that's the dumb shit. That's the division.
Yeah.
And
it happens on the other spectrum.
And
as
there
well.
are three sides to a
Yes.
story. This person,
My side, your side,
my
and the
side,
truth.
your side, and then the truth. That's why the news used to be just, here's this version, here's the other, this is the counter version of it. You decide.
See, when it
I
comes,
want the decision.
here's my question though. When it comes to the news, they're so full of COVID and politics right now.
Well, yeah, that's the
What
moneymaker.
are we missing? What are they not telling us? What are they overlooking?
That's when they passed the NDAA. That's when they passed the Patriot,
Patriot
Act.
Act.
That's when
Patriot
they
Act
passed,
2.
Yeah.
Have you noticed, though, since the Democratic president got in, the Democratic administration, all of these shootings have been on the news? There were lots of shootings still happening during COVID everywhere.
And they weren't reporting them.
They have gone up since the 60s dramatically.
yeah.
Yes.
But
So is the mental health problem.
during the Republican campaign
Wasn't
and then the
mentioned.
presidency, nothing.
Uh-uh.
And now there's Democrats who want gun control. Now they're like, oh, we got to put them shoot 'em up fucking videos on there.
There was
and all these
another
stories.
Mhm.
reported active shooting, I think, again today.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's the, fifth one for the week?
They have, in the past 2 weeks, it's been exponential.
Yeah.
There's been a lot more. So it has gone up.
But it's gone back
it's-
to their agenda of, quote, gun control.
Yeah,
And that's what it's feeding into right now.
for sure. Yeah. It's yeah. They know how to. So
It's manipulation.
during Trump, it was fine.
was
The
China.
media, they gained the most money from reporting on Trump. Everybody wants to hear about Trump. Like, he's a fun
What
guy
did
to
he
watch
do
and listen to.
today?
I don't, but
You can understand.
yeah, I get it.
And what did
Because
he have
he's
to say
just,
about China?
he says the most outlandish bullshit. He's a comedian. Like, he's a professional comedian. He can just talk shit. He can do whatever he wants. And so all the media companies fed on that, and that's how they made all their revenue. Now that he's out, they're all like, what the fuck do we do?
Yeah.
Now we have to find this outlandish shit again.
We actually have to report news.
Oh, let's just
And-
go back to the bread and butter of the same news that we've always reported.
Bread and
Another
butter.
shooting today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So probably probable that they're doing the shootings and the mass shootings because of the administration, but also because it's the bread and butter. That's how they make their money.
And I mean, it is news, but
yeah.
there's shootings every day.
And there are some that aren't being reported. There was a murder-suicide of an entire family, 3 generations.
Whoa.
2 Muslim brothers who were depressed decided to kill themselves, but they didn't want their family to feel bad about them doing so, so they killed them first.
Holy
Thoughtful.
shit.
That's thoughtful.
Mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, their sister.
I
And then
vaguely
they
heard
killed
about
themselves.
Well, I mean, at
That's
least
not
they
un-
didn't have a mess to clean up.
Oh, I
Well,
heard
the
about
city
this
did.
on
Silver lining?
1027 this morning. That's where I heard it.
I didn't hear about this at all.
It's very, very quiet because we want to talk about shootings and murders and stuff, but we don't want to talk about the Muslims doing it because we're still kind of putting the Band-Aid on still from the last time Muslims were mentioned. So
Yeah.
the news
I mean,
is-
but
they pick and choose
They do.
which stories.
I
they
don't
wanna put
know
out there.
why you have to put race or religion into a story like that. You
Because
know?
as far divided as we are now, if you say Muslim, that instant trigger for.
But at the
right.
same time, why can't you just say like these two men?
well, because as soon as you say what their names are, they're gonna be the right will go ape shit.
Well, yeah, but that shouldn't matter. And I'm
Shouldn't.
with
Yes, it
Daniel
should
on this
not matter.
completely. White. And if there's
Brad, I have to
even
get a fuzz off your back.
Well, thank
Bugging
you.
me.
even if there's a robbery, they always state if it was a white man, a black man, or whatever. Why? Okay, why does that have to be mentioned?
That was the other thing they did, like during the Republican time. Instead of the mass shootings, it was white man does this, black man does this, white woman does this, black woman does this. It was a race thing.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of going back to the wayside, and it's back to the white man shoots, black man shoots.
You know what?
But it's
though?
about the shooting now.
this goes back to censorship, because if we don't talk about race, religion, or, if we don't pinpoint exactly who these people are in the news, is that just washing it all away? And now that's a big Democrat thing, and you can't talk about their genders, you can't talk about race, you can't talk about religion, anything. Yeah, they did it.
Does it
a
matter?
Person with a beard.
Does it matter to you if a black man robbed a gas station or a white man robbed a gas station?
If I'm in the gas station, I don't give a fuck. Someone robbed the gas station, and I'm in
general.
I understand. Yeah, in general, no.
Someone robbed a gas station.
Yeah, that's how that
big fucking deal.
No, yeah. Exactly.
I think that a lot of the media does a whole lot of race baiting and a lot of segregation. They keep things segregated.
Like that famous French actor, Juicy Smollett.
I don't get the reference.
Oh, you didn't see that Chappelle stand-up?
Oh,
no.
It's good.
Justice for Juicy?
No.
What's his real name?
Jesse
Smollett, the black actor from Empire.
Oh, yeah.
The one who got
faked his jump. Yeah.
Yeah.
He got beat up.
Jump him.
Paid people to jump him with
because
MAGA
he's
hats
gay and black.
at 3:00 in the morning when it's like 10 degrees in Chicago. When he's he walked to Subway to get a sandwich. Chappelle tore that apart.
Oh yeah, I remember.
But yeah, that's the case of making it a race thing when no. And he did that on his own. That wasn't even the media. Well, the media did bite for a minute. They're like, "Oh, black man was assaulted by two Trump supporters."
Yeah.
And they ran with that. Two white Trump supporters jumped a black man. Oh, they ran with that. And then
that's what he was hoping on.
Then they spent
to get his career bumped up.
And then they spent more than 5 seconds to think about it, and they're like, wait a minute. Some of this shit don't add up.
And then after they looked into it, it just died.
It completely crumbled. And then
they didn't say anything else. But
they're like, that didn't even give us our fault for misreporting. It was just, we're not going to talk about it no more.
Well, you can't apologize in this society. If you apologize, if you admit to wrongdoing, then you're stained.
Weak.
But you need to be accountable for what you do.
Did Trump ever apologize for anything? No. Does anybody in a high position, not just Trump, ever apologize for anything?
No.
They do
not
those fake
very
apologies.
much. So like, who's
I'm
New
sorry,
York?
I didn't realize
New
that
York
was an
governor.
offensive term.
He apologized for the first time ever because of all of these allegations of sexual misconduct. This is the first time ever recorded he's ever apologized for anything.
And probably because he was forced to.
Yeah, just like that he's
No, because he's afraid for his job. He's like, nah, that's my money. This is my job.
That's a force.
Yeah. It's like anytime a celebrity gets in a drunk driving accident or they got to do a commercial, if they say anything that could be taken offensive, they got to make an apology, and they put out this bullshit
blanket apology.
Copy-paste apology. Oh, I'm sorry. I did not realize my words would have this kind of impact. I will do better to I'll do more research, and I will learn from this experience. Like, bullshit. Like the guy,
There's 3 parts to an apology.
But there's a guy, in South Florida, famous in his own right.
He ate a guy's face?
No, that was, how long ago was that?
Bath salts guy?
God, how long ago was
it was
that?
Like 2009. 2009.
Florida man.
Let's see if this comes up. No.
And all this reminds me of the whole Kevin Hart thing, too. He was going to do the Oscars, and he was snubbed from something that he said years and years and years ago.
Well, that's cancel culture.
Yeah, and he was forced to apologize.
Buccaneers cornerback Carlton Davis uses an anti-Asian racial slur in now deleted tweet. He had put, Florida needs to stop allowing in these gooks. It's like, everybody's like, oh, shit, and he quickly deleted it, obviously. But then he put up a apology tweet. He said, I would never offend any group of people. You reporters can look for another story to blow up. The term was directed towards a producer claiming he ran Miami. With that being said, I'll retire that word from my vocabulary, giving the hard times our Asian families are enduring. And then he posted the definition, a term commonly used in South Florida to describe a person who is lame, synonym for lame, whack, fool, or stupid. He's like, I used a term that from where I come from has always meant lame, but I did not realize it had a much darker negative connotation. How do you not know
That is bullshit.
that gook is an offensive slang, derogatory term towards Asian people?
Which
How do you not know that? No, that's just a South Florida slang word.
that does
No, it's
bring me
not.
to my next.
It's
kind
like a
of
white guy that
topic I
says
wanna
the
talk
N word.
about.
He didn't know the N word was.
Yeah,
That's the same.
he's
bullshit
not completely ignorant at all. He knows exactly what he was writing down.
I
And
didn't know
he's
you
using
could
the
say
shit
the
ass
N word.
apology. That's not even apology because he's lying.
Where I come from, the N word
It's not
means
authentic.
somebody who works on houses.
But like with the Kevin Hart thing, he was truly apologetic for what he did. There should be
For a joke he made how many years before
Right.
people went back and looked for it?
people make mistakes. We're all human. We have errors.
Nope.
There
canceled.
should be people should not be canceled for things that I mean, this guy obviously a douche.
This guy's a dumbass.
Yeah, he's fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Make
See
a
murder.
sincere apology, and I'll maybe accept that because you're not ignorant to the term. But there should be more forgiveness. You know, we're all fucking Christians in this country, and God we trust.
But we're not.
Fucking
It's not a Christian.
no, it's a
nation.
melting pot. It's not a Christian nation. We've got all races, creeds, and religions.
That was the point.
That's the point.
Hey.
have a point!
No, it's not our point. That was the
Oh, yeah,
nation's
yeah, yeah.
point.
Oh my
That was
God.
the-
Now we got to end it.
No, that was the forefathers' point.
No, I mean, we got to end. We made a point.
Oh, shit.
Podcast is over, people.
Tune in next episode.
Tune in like 20 years.
If you
Called
come,
We Have a
someone's going to, because I said, because, and they kind of, I used the G word more of as a reporting thing. I'm not using it like it's part of my vocabulary. I would
What?
say it. But somebody here in about 10 years will come back and go, they said the G word about Asian people. And they'll try to cancel me or the show and all of you. But it's like, no. I'm using that to report on what this
To
guy
make
said.
Yeah.
a point.
It's
Yes.
like, who was it? Tom Segura said retarded. And
How
he got,
dare you?
yeah,
say
he
that?
got fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen
And
people
he used
actually-
it in a joke, and it was used in a derogatory manner, but it's
But again, that's a comedian telling jokes. Now, whether he believes it or not, that doesn't matter.
that's
The point
what
of the stand-up
comedy
is.
is.
A joke. It's
The
a joke.
point of comedy is to make you entice a feeling out of you and make you laugh about it. It's going to attack all of your insecurities, just
Mhm.
everything
think
that
differently.
is, and make you laugh about it. It's humor.
Take a topic and turn it on its head. The whole
So
point. Lay
fucking
off. That's
Karen,
why you can't touch Dave Chappelle, because he doesn't give a fuck.
I
about
love
your cancer.
Chappelle.
He can't cancel Dave Chappelle.
So here's
'Cause he
my
doesn't care.
I
question.
thought we were ending, but go ahead.
No, it's a quick little question.
Okay.
When did we all become so sensitive? How did we get from a nation who was not really all that sensitive to where we are now?
I blame the grandparents.
I think it's divisiveness. Because there's always push and pull, push and pull. There's no middle ground where everybody can stand. And I think the internet has pushed it because you can get all of your thoughts out there and someone thinking the exact opposite can get their thoughts out there. And then there's this divisiveness. There's no real communication. You don't have the face-to-face contact.
Well, your face is in the phone
You
now.
can't. You don't see my hand gestures and my demeanor, and if I actually mean what I'm saying, I get to think behind a computer screen and think of the most vile shit I can think of to attack you to get my point across, and you can do the same because you're retaliating or whatever, however it may be.
Yeah,
You know,
Keyboard
and that
warrior.
is, and then that makes it so, well, fuck you, I'm going this way, and I'm going even farther because you're wrong, and that's how you're wrong. I'm going farther left. I'm going farther right.
I don't know. I just think we've become way too sensitive.
I think
I
that
think
all
that
started,
has to do with it.
It in a way, yes, but I think it's more because it started, I don't know, 25, 30 years ago. Trophies, everybody's special. You know, you're not.
Participation trophies.
Yes. You tried your best. You're not bad. You're just not as proficient as Jimmy is, or you can't say anything bad to the kids. You can't hurt their little egos. You can't.
I mean,
They're frail. They're fragile. They're special. It's
I
like,
got a
no.
participation trophy.
Let the kids get his fucking knees. Let him fall out of a fucking tree. Break his arm every summer. That's just what you do. Ride the bike without your fucking helmet. It's okay.
But those trophies weren't given to me like that. It was like, hey, you got this thing now.
Yeah.
Here.
I
To show
That's-
that you were here and you did the thing.
That's how
It wasn't good job. You fucking participated.
oh,
and
that's great. You'll get
it
him
was
next
like
time.
you were part of the team.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
for you for being a
We
part
had
of the
that
team.
on the track and field
It's not
day.
how it's all millennials are a fucking participation trophy. Boo. It's
Haley always
here.
got trophies for soccer when she played rec league, all the way from 5 all the way up through when she played or when she stopped.
Right.
How many times did her team win?
Quite a few. They were pretty good, but I mean,
And then you still got a trophy when you lost.
yes.
And you had to go to the award ceremony to watch them give the winning team the trophy.
No, they all got the same trophy. There wasn't like a bigger
Oh.
trophy. Or
See, that's
anything
different.
else.
That's different. Okay.
Everybody
No, I'm
gets the
fighting-
same
That's
trophy.
completely different.
I'm fighting somebody over that.
I got a trophy, but it was a tiny little fucking thing, and we had a
Yeah.
pizza party.
And they just throw it at you like, here,
Yeah, fucking, you just grab one.
eat your fucking pizza.
Yeah, it
wipe your goddamn
wasn't.
tears, try
No,
better
and
next
It
time.
that's
wasn't. Everybody
how-
gets the same. The champion gets the
You
same
get the fucking
Yep.
3-story
as
trophy.
all the
yeah,
other
it's rec
participants.
league. There's so many kids, but every single
Nah,
one of them that
I'm
participated
with Brad.
got
I don't
a trophy.
agree with that at all.
If it's all the same trophy, no.
No.
Yep.
That's why we have a first place,
There
second
were
place,
not
third place.
tournaments or anything like that, but everybody got a fucking trophy.
Gold, silver, bronze. I mean, it's the Olympics, baby.
No.
Either
See,
don't place.
and
or
with you
get a
saying
shitty
that,
bronze, or you
I'm
get a better-
going far right and saying no one gets a
Oh,
trophy
I
unless
disagree with it.
they accomplish
If
something.
you play, you play. You don't need the trophy.
That's why I like the Christopher Titus comedian.
If it wasn't that way, I wouldn't be
Yeah.
that far
Yeah.
left.
Christopher
with
Titus
it,
had
or
a,
right with it, or
had a-
whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Christopher Titus had a bit about like his daughter being playing soccer or softball or something, and he's like, "Oh, this team, I was the coach. We sucked. All this stuff." And what was it? And like she comes, I'm sitting in the room watching TV or doing whatever. She comes in and goes, "Daddy, Daddy." She's like, "We're getting a trophy," and I was like, "For what?
Yeah.
We won one game." And when she
Yeah.
stopped crying, she's like, "No, Daddy, we all get a trophy." And he's like, "Ah." So that started to rant about that, but then he goes, "Oh, so we got to go down to the center and we get our trophy." And he's like, "They're gonna make you sit there and watch the winning team get the trophy." He's like, "I fucking love that. Get your jacket, get in the car."
Yeah, that is good. Yeah.
That's
yeah.
that's the fire to put in them to do better next year.
Well, you would think that.
You would think that, but no, everybody gets a trophy.
And now
Make the losers watch the
People-
winners get the trophy, and that's going to drive the fire. That's just-
people get pissed if they don't get that participation trophy.
that's the softness, and it's like, no, your child is not
But
special.
and that's what I'm getting at is where or when did that even
I want to say about 20,
How?
somewhere between 20 to 30 years ago. It was our grandparents who, it was here's everything. Here's that $10. They palm it to you. Don't let your mom see that. It was you're special. You're one of a kind. You're amazing. And like, you're no different than every other fucking kid out there. You're snot-nosed, infested, disease-ridden little piece of shit. You're not special. Your child is special to you, but to nobody else.
But then, like, people online, like, they say that the participation trophy is fucking bullshit. And then they go and they're like, when parents say to their kids, look, now there is a black female in the office. She has the highest office, the second highest office in
Mhm.
the world. And you can do that too. the same people that are saying the participation trophies are bullshit, they're saying that that's bullshit, that you should have been saying that to your kid the whole fucking time. That you should be saying that. When a person,
The American dream.
when this is the first time a woman has held this highest office,
Yeah.
they're pissed off like, you fucking should have said that the whole time. That's a participation trophy right there, isn't it? Is that kind of the same thing?
In a sense, yes.
You know, so it kind of goes both ways.
Like the whole "that could have been you" type thing. I'm a little confused.
Like how Brad was saying with the grandparents and the parents are like, oh, here's your $10, don't tell your mom, and things like that.
You're special.
You're special. You can do anything.
Perfect.
Like,
Nothing's wrong with you.
is that not a participation trophy? That's kind of the same thing. Like, oh, you can do anything. You can be anything. You can be the president.
Oh, I get what you're saying. You're not like if you're having the track and field day, everybody gets the fucking ribbon
Right.
because you're just as good as everybody else.
No, I'm not.
And it's,
No, you're
oh,
not.
yeah.
Exactly.
You're absolutely not.
Yeah.
But that's
Not every kid's going to be fucking president.
That's the feel. That's the everybody's special. Everybody's good. Everybody's equal. And then here's the first woman vice president in history. And instead of saying, but you could have been telling your kids that, like, you could be anything. You could be the first female president. You could do this. And in a way, that's saying you're just as good as everybody else. You could still do this.
but your kid is not that fucking special.
You're not.
A lot of times.
Oh no.
Your
And
kid is a piece of shit sometimes. Cannot be the vice president of the world.
No, you can tell by age 3 if they can or not. You're like, no, this one's still fucking
This-
eating.
yeah,
paste."
it's fucking
No.
dumb as
This
hell.
is eating paste.
Yeah. Crayons not for eating.
But at the same time, that does step on this is America, the land of the free, home of the brave, and you can be what you want to be. And that's actually true because you put your fucking heart and soul into it and you put your 10 years of practice into it to become a master at something. Yeah, you could be anything. You don't have to be stuck flipping burgers your whole life. If you want to be vice president, well, then you can buckle down and learn your laws and regulation, how the system works,
Yeah.
and become a senator and move your way up.
You can be a piece of shit in this country and do fairly well. Because we're an economic power. We have 700 billionaires here in this country. There's 177 billionaires in India, and China has the second amount of billionaires. I just learned that 700 fucking billionaires in this country. You can
be anything you want to be, but don't expect to be that.
So does that come down to the
If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
work hard for it is what it should come down to.
Yes.
But it doesn't, because there are so many entitled people. Oh, well, I deserve this because, well, here I am.
Yeah, I showed up. Where's my ice cream?
Yeah.
Well, I'm
And
saying
again, it goes, in my opinion, back to the whole participation trophy.
that's the threshold I think you were talking about.
Yeah.
You should tell your kid what it's going to be. Like, you're not going to be the fucking president because
Oh,
you're a piece of shit.
See, and that's
That's the honesty of the
I've
50s,
basically done that
we'll say.
with Haley. She's like, "Oh, I want to do this." I said, "Well, it's not going to get handed to you." I said, "So you better start working for it."
Yeah.
And she gets so upset at me sometimes.
So
but
don't be mad at people that didn't say to their kids the entire time that they could have been vice president, because
No, you
be
can't.
honest.
Yeah.
Don't give them a participation
Oh,
trophy.
you could be a math professor. No, the fuck I can't. I can't add. I mean,
She can barely do 2 and 2.
I suck at math, but still,
But
I don't
to
know.
bring this all around with the kids being special and all that stuff, the whole that everybody is unique and special, but we're all the same. There's nobody better than anybody, which started 20, 30 some odd years ago. That has led to you can't tell them bad things that'll hurt their little fragile egos, because they're always told good positive things. And then as they get older and they get online and they meet the people who weren't raised that way, and then they get some slight bullying, and the next thing you know, they're freaking out. A lot of them can't handle it. Suicide rates are on the rise immensely, and which that turns into a censorship cancel culture. So we got everybody that was raised to believe that they were special and unique, and they were great, they were amazing, even though they were able to spin in a circle on one foot. Woo. Then they get older, and then somebody gives them some negative feedback, and they can't handle it.
They can't.
And then it becomes they kill themselves, or they grab a gun from their parents' closet and they go shoot up the school.
There's
not saying that's always a direct causation correlation thing. It's just that does happen. And it's not every single scenario, but it does happen quite often. And it's a result of that pampering, nurturing. Yeah. Oh, you're a precious little flower. It's like, well, you raise them to when they do get negative feedback that they don't know how to handle it.
There should be realism, like you see in impoverished families where they are real, and they're like, you can be what you want to be. You're gonna work extra fucking hard because daddy and mommy didn't go to Harvard, and we've been working at gas stations. You have to work extra fucking hard. I can't pay for the college, and you're going to the worst fucking school because we're an impoverished town, and they can't afford anything. The government doesn't give them anything. You're going to work extra fucking hard. That's real.
It is real. I've busted my ass to get where I'm at in my career and done it 98% on my own. And I make that known to Haley, like, hey, you're going to have to work for it. Well, how did you get here? I've busted my ass.
Put my time into it. I put study into it. Years with school, extra school. Did what I had to do.
7 classes away from a bachelor's degree.
Yeah.
And I've busted my ass to get where I'm at.
That's what you got to do.
What you got to do. But
and kids today don't understand that.
It's led to this cancel / censorship culture that we have,
and the entitlement issue.
Well,
it's been handed to them.
Well, no,
I
think impoverished communities, they fucking understand that.
They do.
The ones who
that's why they're rising up and they're saying BLM.
The kids who,
and good for them.
Those of us who were raised that when the street light comes on, your ass better be in the fucking yard. We have a way more sense of I wouldn't say what's right and wrong, but what's going on, how to handle certain situations. We knew consequences. We knew, we sucked. The kid that I was playing football with, man, that guy can fucking run a mile in 30 seconds, whereas I can't fucking do that.
Mm.
Oh, I'd be dying in 30 seconds.
Well, fuck yeah, by 30 seconds, I'm out of breath thinking about it. And yes, I know I'm not that good. I'm not going to be the next fucking NFL superstar. That's not in my cards. I'm not going to be a major soccer player. I'm not going to be a movie star. I understand it. I accept my role in society, and I just do my job.
Now, with some genetics, if
we can make a perfect baby.
I mean, yeah. With some good genes in this kid, you can tell him you are going to play for the Bengals wide receiver. It's not that hard.
You got the legs of Barry Sanders.
You're going to be there for 2 years and get traded off.
Yeah. You got the size of what was, I don't know,
Mike Tyson.
He's a little guy.
He's actually kind of short.
He's stout.
You're built. You got the body style of Mike Tyson, where you can pack on that size. You're a perfect genetic fucking mutation. But yeah, tell your kids they suck. It's okay.
Just be honest.
And please
make it harder on them.
Some of you need to beat your children.
There's a fine line between beating your child and beating your child. Walk that line. Keep them on their toes.
Spank those kids.
Spank your kids. Spank your kids. Spank your goddamn kids.
I don't know about that. I agree with telling them exactly how the world is and reprimanding them. I don't have kids, so I can't fucking say.
I was raised by the belt, and if I had a kid, I'd pass that right along.
I was a good kid though. I didn't get fucking beat. I got some bare ass smacks sometimes, but
that's part of the beating.
I
don't mean
few
like
times,
beat your kid.
but
that's why I
like
said
Bri was beat with a belt buckle.
Yeah, he was beat.
He
was fucking beat.
That's why I said there's a difference between beating your child, meaning spanking, punishing, corporal punishment, and beating your child. That's the part where you end up in jail because you broke their leg.
Yeah.
there's a fine line.
All right. Don't beat your kids.
Wow,
So
shit.
beat your kids, just don't.
Now you got
fucking
me
abuse
thinking,
your
like,
kids.
do you think Jeffrey Dahmer was born that way, or was it nature
Yes.
or nurture?
That's a question for the next one.
He was jamming along to some Lady Gaga, and I was born this way.
He was born into a well-to-do family, and then he just started.
They all were.
Well,
he
yeah,
was-
but was it
well, he
because
was-
it was all given to him and he didn't have to work for anything?
No, he was bullied, and bullied and bullied and
Oh.
bullied, and then he was like, on his own, and his parents worked all the time, and then he started torturing animals, and then he just started torturing people.
Didn't he wear them? Or was that
That was
No.
Buffalo Bill and Sounds of the Lambs.
Ed Gein?
Yeah.
Gein?
But that's a real dude.
John Wayne Gacy? That's
Yeah.
the clown.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right, this has gone on long enough. We're well over the hour mark. But yeah, stew on that shit. Beat your kids. Don't censor people.
Beat your
and
meat.
it's okay to be wrong.
And it's okay to disagree.
You're allowed to have your beliefs, but be open to the fact that you might be wrong. It's okay.
Be kind. Love one another. Disagree.
Don't drop the cat.
Don't drop the cat.
Hey, we didn't drop the cat this episode. We did good.
Oh, we actually had a point at one spot. That was amazing. But anyway, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, give us money, rate us.
0.5.
Yeah, don't even give us a full star. Fuck that. So yeah, we've done some horrible shows, so I understand. It's okay. Don't give us the full 5. Give us what you feel is right. Don't let me tell you what to do.
The
Do
small,
you.
like
You're special.
the very left of the star, like the left arm and the bottom left leg of the star, just the
Yeah, just
tiniest
a little-
0.1 star. Just fucking click it.
Just give us a little point so that we can have a point.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, everybody's special, and everybody that gives us a star will get a participation trophy.
because you're all special
'Cause you're all special.
in our eyes.
So anyway, until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Mwah.